Hey, congratulations.
For what?
Well,
Oh, I thought you knew something about my private life.
No.
Some of the funniest moments of all time came from Tim Conway's hilarious jokes.
Harvey stood up and you looked out and nobody, there was Corman, and finally Harvey sits down and...
Yeah, he's embarrassing.
These are Tim Conway's funniest jokes ever, staying in the worst hotel ever.
I've been driving for 2 days. I shouldn't have stopped. I got this big business deal I'm going to pull off, and I got to keep going because there gets some.
Well, will there be anything else, sir?
Huh? Oh, no, I just get that old sack and see if I can get...
Thanks.
Oh, thanks.
He treats a miserable hotel stay like a normal travel problem, with every detail getting progressively worse, while he never acts like it's strange.
All the rooms are taken. Hey.
No, that's not nice. You don't break people's necks.
The undercover cop's joke.
Well, it's about time you got here.
Sergeant Mullins?
Yeah, I'm Sergeant Mullins.
Right. Officer Frisbee, sir, reporting.
All right, Frisbee. It's getting late. We better get started.
Yeah. Oh, I'll need your identification.
We don't have time for that. Now, come on.
Oh, wait a minute. They told me at the police academy never accept a case unless you had proper identification.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Take it a minute.
Here you are.
Want to take it out of there? Just give me. Light's not too good here.
Mm-hmm.
Is this, Howard Mullins?
That's right, Howard Mullins.
Wait a minute. This picture don't look much like you.
Well, it was taken a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait a minute. Let's check her out here. Could you smile? See that,
Mm-hmm. I'm working into it.
Tim and Harvey are supposed to look tough and prepared, but the whole thing feels shaky from the start, making bad police work look weirdly confident. King of Parma.
I imagine a lot of them spend their leave time in the barracks.
Yeah, right.
Sure. Do you have an Air Force?
Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we have 800 members of the Parma Royal Air Force.
Well, I was told that you don't have any airplanes in Parma.
Oh, well, we don't. But I hate to tell the cadets. They've already hired the hall for spring formal.
Conway plays a man with huge pride and strange importance, acting like everyone should be impressed, even when the whole thing feels silly. The Warden.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I might. How did it feel to wake up this morning and find yourself face to face with 30 hardened criminals?
Oh, 30. Well, there are only 9 this morning.
I thought there were 30.
Yeah. Well, good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
You mean to say that 21 men escaped last night?
Well, we don't like to say escaped around here, Dave. We just say they're away.
Tim plays authority like a man who's not fully built for the job, sounding serious, but everything about him feels slightly off. The Drunken Bullfighter.
It is Saturday.
It is Saturday already? Oh, gee, boy. A week really times when you're having a good fly, doesn't it?
Mr. Hereford, I don't want to get personal, but are you really going into the ring in that drunken condition?
Oh, I hope so. I've tried it the other way.
Oh,
It don't work out.
well, I understand. I guess when you really come down to it, it's not easy getting into that ring.
Oh, you know it. I got 40 steps to go up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get all that adobe all over your
Yeah,
knees and
you will.
everything. People throwing tamales on you. That's no good.
He moves like a man who thinks he looks impressive when he clearly doesn't, bringing fake bravery into a setting that should actually feel dangerous. News anchor sketch.
As you know, our news is the most modern, up-to-date news possible. Even I have not as yet seen the news. The news coming directly from a news machine here in our studio, and as we go on the air, we take the news from the machine and present it to you. Thus, you get the news as it happens. And now, here's the news. We're experiencing a little bit of difficulty with the news machine here as we go on the air, but I'm sure our technicians are working on it now, and they'll have it cleared up in a matter of moments. Isn't that right, George?
No.
Tim acts like a serious newsman in a situation that keeps slipping away from him using a straight face like it's his best weapon. The Interrogator.
Cat got his tongue?
Well,
This one succeeds because Tim transforms a serious setup into a painfully slow, awkward mind game while making authority feel clumsy instead of powerful. Dag Hereford wine taster.
no. Go ahead. Just sit right there on the couch.
Thank you. Mr. Hereford, I was wondering if I could find out a little bit about wine tasting.
I'll drink to that.
Mr. Hereford, I was kind of wondering. Now, look, if a guy spends all day tasting wine, I would imagine that stuff would kind of get to you after a while.
Oh, boy, I bet it would.
But what I mean is, has it ever affected you,
Me? Oh, no. It did at first, but it's like any other job. You get used to these things. You know what I mean?
Conway turns tasting wine into a full character piece, acting like he has deep class and expert judgment, but his whole manner feels ridiculous. Living a dog's life.
Okay, now hold him steady.
Let me help him, darling. Yes.
Oh, put your hand right in.
Crying out loud.
Be quiet, silly.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'll just put it over here.
Thank you. Douglas, did you find the drawings? Douglas, what are you doing? Douglas? Douglas, what are you doing?
No, you just look at this. Have you ever seen a supermarket like that?
Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Yeah, you're...
This bit becomes hilarious because Tim commits to dog behavior with total unwavering seriousness while building the entire scene around those little specific animal choices, creating a weird rhythm that keeps getting progressively funnier. The factory worker line.
I want a divorce.
Why?
Because your work comes before me. Besides, there's somebody else.
If I ever find out who he is, I will kill him.
Oh, you will you? Well, you needn't worry, my darling, because you will never find out who he is. Never, 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 because I would never tell you who he is. Wild horses couldn't drag it out of me. Here, sweetheart.
I can't go on! I can't go on!
What do you mean? You're supposed to be drilling.
All right.
Stop it, Jim. Stop
I will try.
What's going on here?
If I came this country, I will
A factory should run on precise timing and order, which makes Tim the absolutely perfect person to completely wreck it through his deliberate, methodical slowness, creating natural mounting tension. Every simple task becomes a major impossible challenge as he makes regular work look hilariously difficult, while the assembly line concept provides the perfect framework for Conway's calculated incompetence. Dr. Nose!
Now, let us see how ransom demand is doing. Checkmate. $2 million from New York, $1 million from Chicago, $17.92 from Philadelphia. Those fools! Do they think they can do that to Dr. Nose? I will show them they cannot take me a lightweight! I will destroy them! I will kill them when I do them, because nothing left of them! Do you hear? I will destroy them!
Why did you do that?
Do what?
This joke became a fan favorite because he drops his distinctive style into spy parody while still making it feel entirely his through unique delivery and timing.
Get him!
No fear here.
Well, which one of you is Dr. Nose?
Well,
The joke isn't just the Bond spoof itself, but rather the way Tim handles fake danger with total confidence while everything around him falls spectacularly apart.
Kill him!
Oh, you think she can? I'll paralyze her with one kiss. See that? Wait a minute, what happened?
Little device I invented to ward off James Bond charm. Plastic lips. Take him away and prepare him for laser beam.
There.
I'm back. I'm nose.
World's oldest fireman gets too comfortable.
You don't need a ladder. I'm on the first floor.
You're that high? Oh, I'll never make it.
Hurry, will you? The fire is spreading. Hurry!
This works for the same reason all of Tim's elderly character material succeeded so brilliantly throughout his career. The job demands speed, urgency, and quick reflexes, but he transforms it into a painfully slow, deliberate rescue operation, creating a massive gap between desperate urgency and glacial movement.
Hurry! Yes.
That becomes the entire comedic foundation. His elderly fireman character shuffles rather than runs towards supposed emergencies, while the trapped victim's increasing panic contrasts beautifully with Tim's casual, unconcerned pace throughout. Conway plays an Olympic coach.
Well, I was just making a general statement. I'm sure you'll be able to add to that.
What would I be able to add to that?
We'll think of something, it's a...
Well, I don't know. You're taking all the good stuff.
Tim gives hilariously obvious, terrible athletic advice like it's world-class professional instruction, while seeming completely sure of himself throughout every absurd moment. That serious, committed delivery gives the sketch its powerful comedic punch, as he makes coaching feel weirdly ceremonial and important, while transforming it into extended jokes about fake expertise. John Wayne and Tim Conway rival.
He's here. That's him. That's really him. That's the big guy. That's him. Can you imagine that? Me, and nobody. And I'm going to be working with the duck. Wow.
Conway drops his oddball nervous style into a star-packed Western setting alongside the legendary John Wayne, creating perfect comedic contrast. Wayne's iconic masculine presence makes Tim's anxious silliness stand out dramatically through sheer difference, as Tim never needs to go broad because the inherent contrast provides enough comedy. He looks like the one man least suited for that rugged, dangerous world, which makes every moment exponentially funnier, while the fundamental clash in tone and style generates consistent laughs throughout. John Wayne plays his character completely straight, which amplifies Tim's comedy exponentially, as the authentic Western setting provides the perfect backdrop for Conway's fish-out-of-water incompetence. Tim's character seems almost allergic to traditional masculinity and bravery, while Wayne's visible confusion at Tim's bizarre behavior feels genuinely authentic rather than performed. The sketch successfully bridges two completely different comedy traditions as Conway holds his own comedically against a legitimate Hollywood icon. The Western dialogue gets systematically subverted by Tim's unique nervous delivery, while his physical comedy looks absurdly out of place in the cowboy setting. Wayne's understated deadpan reactions become unexpected comedy gold, as the sketch demonstrates Conway's remarkable versatility across different genres. Tim makes cowardice hilarious through complete commitment to the character, while the inevitable gunfight sequence becomes an extended physical comedy masterpiece. Harvey Korman appears briefly as bartender, and immediately starts breaking character as Wayne reportedly genuinely loved working with Conway's unpredictable improvisations. The sketch proved Tim could hold his own with anyone, as his nervous energy contrasts sharply with Wayne's legendary calm confidence. The Western town set turns into a playground for Conway's controlled chaos, while the collaboration influenced future comedy westerns significantly. Tim's character desperately wants to avoid any actual violent conflict, as Wayne's gruff, authentic persona makes Tim look even more pathetically ridiculous. Daredevil Dag Hereford.
From New York to Los Angeles.
That's right. We just got in this morning.
Oh, boy, I imagine driving across the country like that. It's a grueling task, huh? How long did it take you?
It took us a year and a half.
This bit succeeds because Tim plays a fearless stunt performer who doesn't feel nearly as impressive as he believes himself to be, creating wonderful comedic mismatch. He sells off danger with total, unwavering confidence, while everything surrounding him suggests otherwise, as that fundamental contradiction gives the whole sketch its incredible sustained energy. The joke lands perfectly because his self-belief never cracks throughout the entire performance, while the elaborate Daredevil costume looks simultaneously impressive and vaguely ridiculous. Tim's extended extensive preparations take forever for embarrassingly simple stunts, as his thick European accent adds absurd, unearned gravitas to pathetic acts. The actual stunts themselves are comically unimpressive and anticlimactic, while Conway's character constantly narrates his own supposed heroism and bravery. The audience within the sketch looks unimpressed and somewhat confused as Tim adds completely unnecessary flourishes to the most basic movements. His awkward landing after stunts suggests severe potential injury, while the character's delusion never cracks despite obvious repeated failure. Harvey plays the reluctant, nervous assistant perfectly as the stunts become progressively less impressive as they continue. Tim's physical comedy transforms simple falls into elaborate, hilarious disasters, while his showmanship dramatically exceeds his actual demonstrated abilities. The Dag Hereford persona became an immediate fan-favorite recurring character, as Conway's total commitment makes the self-delusion entirely believable. The sketch brilliantly parodies Daredevil culture and masculine bravado, while his grandiose introductions contrast sharply with weak, pathetic performances. The bit resonates because everyone knows overconfident, incompetent people, as Tim makes failure itself look like legitimate art form, demonstrating how the sketch influenced future physical comedy approaches significantly. Tim Conway over the years showed that the funniest comedy comes from complete commitment to absurd characters. Picture perfect timing that stretches moments beyond breaking point, and the ability to make co-stars laugh so hard they physically cannot continue, showing that destroying your scene partners is the highest form of comedic achievement. Which Tim Conway sketch do you think was the funniest? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more legendary comedy moments.